BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for all your sports betting action. Baseball season is in full swing, and we're into the home stretch for NBA and NHL playoffs. And there's more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news and scores, even live in-game betting while the games are being played. With the largest selection of odds on everything from the MLB, NHL, and UFC. And in between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino. All the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino action. So BetOnline, the game starts here. All right, so the next one is from... Who's it from here?
Oh, Grande Americano.
Hang on. God, the phone is very difficult to
Trained by
navigate through.
DJ Hyde.
Next is from... Oh, this is interesting. Yumi Matsumoto. Subject is Mexican hair. That's her name. As a Japanese woman, I've always thought Italian and Mexican men had some of the coolest looking hair. The way they styled it just looks so incredibly handsome to me. But sadly, I think I have to take Mexican men off the cool hair list, at least the younger generation. Lately, I've been seeing more and more of this haircut that looks like a cross between Mo Howard from the Three Stooges or Anton Chigurh from No Country for Old Men. I believe
the Edgar haircut?
Yeah. I believe the haircut is called the Edgar. I wanted to ask you all, especially Conan, what are your thoughts on this haircut, and where on earth did it come from? Personally, I'd like to think I'd rank Joe. Find a picture of the Edgar. Oh my God, that is terrible. I'd rank the Edgar right up there with the broccoli haircut as one of the worst styles ever. Take care, Yumi. Yumi, you're absolutely correct. Is that the broccoli or is that the Edgar?
This is the Edgar.
That's the Edgar.
Hold the broccoli.
Looks like it has different variations.
She says the broccoli was a terrible haircut. Remember when I used to do the gentleman's cut? That was a big.
Oh.
That's the broccoli.
Yeah.
That's hysterical. It's got the head. How about the head of broccoli down there? That was like mixed in with all the hair pictures.
Which one's real? Which one's not?
Yeah, the broccoli's atrocious. You have two terrible haircuts.
Wow.
Brutal.
Yeah. By the way, I'm sorry to her. I thought she was a wrestler. Like, I thought she was one of those random wrestlers that AEW brings every once in a while. And
That's kind of like a wrestler.
Miyu Yamashita or whatever. What was the name, Disco?
I think this is a person using.
You mean
that's a wrestler.
Matsumoto?
That's a wrestler. I'm almost positive.
Is
Yumi Matsumoto.
Look at Yumi Matsumoto.
No,
Hey,
never mind. That's a professor at Penn State. Okay, never mind.
Okay, the next one is from
Just be the professor. If you're the professor from Penn State, let me know.
Greer Grace in the K100 episode about drugs in the USA. Hi, K100. I want to send a comment about the K100 drug trade episode. It's a great podcast. One thing I've followed over the years is that some of the countries in the Middle East, like Istanbul and Turkey and Syria, Lebanon and Israel, are known to produce the poppy plant that is used to make opium. And opium dates back to these countries. It's the opium from the plant that is used in the production of a lot of things, and really heroin. A lot of that opium is shipped to countries in Europe like France, Italy, England, and shipped to USA. Where it's actually made, I'm not too sure. There's a lot of books about that. I had to send that. I know there's a lot of events and news in pro wrestling to have a good one. Yeah, it's funny, too, because the United States military was involved in opening up the opium drug trade, but it makes perfect sense because you need money to run clandestine operations, and you're not going to go into the your regular funds and get the money from there. You know, so it's like isn't that weird? It's like our government is doing a clandestine operation, and the fact that it has to remain so clandestine that they have to figure out a legal way to make the money to pay for the operation. And we would actually do that.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. What was that? We talked about that show that time. Contact. Remember when they built the two things? Then and they said when you can make, you know, for twice the cost. You know, they said it's they made two of them, right? Because the first one failed.
To contact the
right.
Hey, you missed.
That was a strange movie too, by the way.
I think it was a Michael Crichton book. You missed one titled "Biggest Mistake of the Triple H Era."
Did I?
Yeah.
Nah, he intentionally jumped over it. He didn't want to criticize Triple H.
Oh, it's from our boy Dunlop.
Yeah, maybe he was skipping Brian Dunlop.
Does he get a kazoo or no?
No.
No?
No? Okay.
Okay, the biggest mistake of the Triple H era of WWE. Howdy K100. I wrote the article 5 Big Mistakes During the Triple H Era of WWE. Originally, it was supposed to be the biggest instead of big, but I thought it'd be easier to look for big mistakes rather than the biggest ones ever. But what does K100 think are the biggest missteps that AEW's made with Triple H got in the company's creative direction? The only complaint I got from readers in the Facebook comments section for my article is why didn't I highlight the flaws in Cody Rhodes' 378-day title reign? It's a complicated story. Part of me thinks WWE shouldn't have let the Cody crybabies and David LaGreca seemingly dictate the booking plan's outcome for WrestleMania. Plus, how many chances do we have to experience Rock versus Roman compared to Cody versus Reigns? I also know that Roman versus Rock could have been hijacked by vocally outraged fans, ruining the moment and the experience on the grandest stage. Do you think the WWE should have gone with Roman versus Rock instead of Cody versus Reigns at WrestleMania 40? Or is it the other way around for you? Figure that Cody could have finished the story and beat Roman for the title at SummerSlam, and that would have been a bigger main event than the American Nightmare versus Solo Sikoa. No offense to Rikishi. What say you? And oh yeah, back to the first question. What do you think are the Gabe's biggest mistakes as WWE's head booker? I think this was, and ultimately, I think this was their biggest mistake. I think the mistake was having Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns, because the show has been completely underwhelming since then.
It may have had something to do with his contract too, because you see how little he works now. Maybe they had to get the belt off him, and it was like, all right, we'll do the end of the story. Maybe he was.
I'm just saying, I thought that story had a lot more longevity in it with Cody losing.
But it had already been 2 years, right?
Yeah, he lost.
Keep it going, man.
Yeah,
keep it going. You'll have all these forces of evil lined up against him, thwart him, and keep thwarting him, and then a couple years down the road, you paid off. You know.
I agree. I looked at his article real quick. He listed 5. Number 3 was cooling off LA Knight. And I'm not going to say that's some monumental mistake, but I think it is a mistake how they've used LA Knight. You know, he could much more.
He's still up there though.
Yeah, well, he's coming back now. Yeah. Quiet for a while.
Or now,
we never really went away. He just went he never really lost his pop. You know.
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
Or now that they're involved with TKO, how they brought in Travis Scott during the Netflix debut. He's a babyface, and then they bring him in the pay-per-view, and he's a heel. And then he comes out at WrestleMania, and Rock appears. And then nothing has happened since with Travis Scott. And it's like, dude, you literally just had him during 3 huge moments, and then nothing else.
Here's a mistake. Never having John Cena explain why he turned on Cody and decided with The Rock. We have not got any explanation there.
The fans. And
right, yeah. It's like, so I don't know. All right, next is from Forrest.
Real quick, did you hear what Hunter said about Travis Scott at the press conference?
No.
He didn't name him, but he basically said, look, I think it's Jelly Roll, right? Mm-hmm. Jelly Roll says he wants to try this. He wants to be here. He's fully dedicated. He's like, and you hear that a lot, and not everybody's as dedicated as they think they're going to be. You bring them in, they're a big name, and they can't do it physically or whatever, and everybody thought he was a friend of Travis Scott because Travis was supposed to wrestle. You don't hear that anymore, right? So,
yeah.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.